Hi there. It is day 3 of our Quantum Becoming, where I'm sharing about how we're quantum evolving now, leaping into whole new territories and possibilities of life here in this world and beyond. So, on day 1, I did an overview. On day 2, I did infinite intelligence. This is day 3. Today I'm going to talk about the evolution of genius and innovation and how that's opening up a brand new future for this world. I love genius and innovation. Oh, I'm passionate about many things, but that is one of them. And back in around 2011, 2012, I decided to really get into researching and understanding genius. So I began to research it, study it, write a book about it. I did courses on it. I traveled around the world and did all kinds of things. I've coached people to unleash their genius. And here's what I discovered about that. So, first, every single person has genius within them. Genius is not the few prodigies born with this amazing stuff that, how did they get there? The rest of us could never achieve that. Those are all the old beliefs of it, right? That's not true anymore, if it ever was. Instead, what you come to realize as you work with people and you kind of open up this amazing genius and mastery that's inside them, that they have stuff inside them that is just breathtaking, amazing things people can do. And I think, in years and decades ago, if you said those kinds of things that you can do them, you were really told to either keep it quiet or shut up or don't be silly and all those kind of things. But today it's like, yeah, bring it on, like we want your genius in the world. And it's so beautiful to see. I do think too that a lot of the children being born in the last decade or two or more are coming in with a whole other level of genius and mastery in them. And that's a part of the evolution of us all as well. But I think more and more you can't keep good genius down. It's going to pop out. So that's the first thing, that everyone has genius in them. And genius is available to us all. Now, when I say genius is available to us all, that's the second piece, which is genius ideas and possibilities for new things exist already in the quantum field. I define the quantum field as the field of sentient intelligence and consciousness of the universe, of life, of earth, nature, of us all, of the possibilities of us all. It's a field that's filled with new possibilities and great ideas. And when you learn to take your own genius that I think pops up from deep within us, and then you marry it with the genius that comes from, I'm going to call it the quantum field or the universal force, or whatever you want to call it, when you allow that flow of genius to come from the field and the genius to come up from you, and you allow the two to marry, what happens is, if I pull something new or call something new from the quantum field and marry it with my genius, it will have a different expression and possibly outcome than if you call something from the quantum field and marry it with your genius. It will still have a synergy and a similarity, but they will bring different outcomes and have different expressions, which isn't that just wonderful? I love that. So the second thing is that we can all pluck genius, ideas, books, stories, new possibilities, innovation from the genius field, marry it with our own genius, our own passions, and bring it into the world. And that is what I would call innovation today. Because this would be the third point, which is the world is being flooded with innovation of new possibilities at the moment. I host a group on Facebook called Future Fantastic, where I share social and technological innovation that's going on in the world. If you just browse through that, you will have great excitement for the future of this world, that we are solving problems in brand new ways that never existed before, that are just extraordinary. And to me, that's really exciting. So it is these three pieces that is bringing genius and innovation to new levels of ourselves. So, hi, Jax. Thanks. It's great to have you with us. I love it. Yeah, super consciousness. Yes, absolutely. Because one of the things I'm going to talk about in one of the next coming up videos is how the universe consciousness, everything is becoming so sentiently intelligent. And that's, in a way, what I would call the quantum field. It's the place where the dreamer drops its dreams of us, you could say, if you wanted to do it poetically. It's the place where new possibilities await our calling and our activating and actualizing of them. And we are learning the skills of being able to bring those new possibilities into existence with great mastery and finesse now. And I think I mentioned yesterday, just briefly, that the genius flow, that when I want to write a book, it comes to me. Yes, I have a passion for it. Yes, I have a bit of experience with it. But when I want to write something, I call it, and then I marry it with my own experience, knowledge, passions, genius, mastery. And the book just flows through me, so I just type it out, basically, and kind of watch it in awe as it unfolds. I remember the first time I did that, I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do stuff like that. And now it's just very simplistically, easily available to me and to us all. You just, in order to access genius flow, you have to stop thinking about it. That genius and innovation don't come from thinking, don't come from logic, don't even, I think, come from necessarily learning, although perhaps some of your previous experience and knowledge can be brought to it. But genius and innovation are marked by extraordinary newness. And they also are identified by a kind of profoundness that wraps around it all. So when I'm writing a book and I'm watching it unfold through my fingertips, there is a profound sense of awe. And I think as well, when you allow genius flow to come through you, and that applies to whether you're writing a book, or whether you're bringing a new innovation to the world, or whether you're standing on a stage and talking, or whether you're just coming up with a new idea for your business. There is a sense of goodness, of rightness, of profound, I almost want to say greatness in it. That might be a word too far, but maybe not. Sometimes that is what it is. It touches you deeply, and I know when I bring genius flow through myself, that it ripples out into the matrix of us all, into the field of us all, and it changes things. So I think that's another marker for genius, is that when you call it from the field and you allow the flow to enwrap you, to enchant you, then you become an enchanter of life. And it carries this energetic capacity that's very different from something that is written from logic and from the mind and that kind of thing, which can be great, but it doesn't have that same impactful, energetic, and awe experience attached to it. It doesn't touch as deep. It doesn't ripple as far. It can change thinking, those kinds of more logical, mind-oriented pieces. But when you put genius in flow through you, oh my God. The other thing it does is elevates you. That genius has the possibility to elevate us to a new level of vibrational frequency and consciousness. It takes us to new places in ourselves. I think that we have to get in awe of the universe, but we have to also get in awe of ourselves for the capacity to bring those things through. And that to me is so exciting, that genius now, as opposed to, oh, look, there's a prodigy, how did they do that, And that's a one-off kind of thing. That's what we used to think a decade ago. And now, because of some of the work I and others have done with it in the world, now genius is an awakening, a livening, quickening, enchanting, elevating experience that impacts and influences the world around us. And that's one of the ways that I think genius is evolving. So let me show you how I do that. And as I always say, it's not just how I do it. You may have your own unique, masterful way of bringing genius through. And it may not look at all like how I do it, because you will be a maestro in your own right of bringing genius and innovation and mastery through into the world. And by the way, tomorrow's video is going to be on superpowers and mastery. One of my faves. So it ties very nicely to this. Okay, so how do I do it? Well, first of all, you have to take a deep breath, kind of rise, bring your vitality up, bring your energy up, bring your consciousness up to a new level, bring your vibration up to a new level. So one of the ways you can do that is think of something you love. I've said this for years. Just think of something you love. It'll take you right there. Every time, easy, no problem, easy peasy. Okay, that's the first thing. So now you're like, okay, now let go of the thinking mind. Let go of what you already know and think is possible. If you believe that only this is possible, then it will never come to pass, because that's what you believe. You've locked a position in. So you let go of thinking mind, you let go of belief. And then you connect to and or become the quantum field, the sentient consciousness of the universe, the earth, if you want, nature, oceans, whales, there's amazing consciousnesses to plug into. For genius and innovation, I plug into the quantum field, which is the sentient intelligence of the world and the universe to me. So in my case, I become one with it. I become it. And then I call something new that is perfect for me to bring through towards me. So in the field, it's like there are all these puffs of possibilities and newness waiting. I know that's a little bit of a kind of silly way of talking about it, but what the heck? It's a way of describing. It's like things are there, and you can pluck them or call them to you. It's like you become a magnet for newness, new possibilities. And you call it to you, and you let it enchant you. You let it fill you up. You feel the flow of that come through you. You don't have to know what it is just yet. And you let it pour through you. And as it pours through me, what I know, what comes to me, is that the genius that is going to flood this world in the coming years, months, days, weeks even, is so breathtakingly extraordinary that it will supersede any level of genius and innovation that we have had before. I can feel it. I can feel it like waves coming into the earth, and there are people open to receive that knowledge, that newness, those possibilities, and to make them real in the world. And believe me, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. The level of innovation and genius is just going to ramp up extraordinarily. And I hope that each and every one of us, do our part for that, for the quantum leaping of this world into the new, brilliant future of us all. So there you go. That's it for today on Genius and Innovation. I hope you're enjoying this whole series. There are lots more to come. This is day 3. I'm going to do 14 of them in total on all different topics. And tomorrow's will be superpowers and mastery. Everybody's got them. So there you go. That's it for today, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.